Hey guys, it's your girl Lisa with Real Movie Lovers, and this week we're going to be talking about a very successful movie's sequel coming out. We've got a cast update, which kind of makes me a little sad. Adrian Grenier isn't returning for The Devil Wears Prada 2. So it's been announced that the sequel to the 2006 successful box office film has started production last week. The movie is being filmed in Italy and New York, so very scenic, very on location type setting. You know that I like that. We don't need a lot of green screen. And for this type of movie, there probably isn't going to be any green screen, which is good. Anne Hathaway's returning. Meryl Streep is returning. Emily Blunt is returning. Stan Tucci's returning. Yay! But not Adrian. For those that don't know, The Devil Wears Prada follows an aspiring journalist who is trying to find a job as a writer but can't, and ends up working for a fashion magazine. And she, according to the stipulations of the magazine, has no style.
I think that depends on what you're...
No. That wasn't a question.
It's a comedy, and it's about her journey, with that and with her boss who is like...
That's all.
Adrian Grenier, who played her boyfriend, Nate, in the first movie, he is not returning, which sucks because at the end of the first movie, when she kind of had her butterfly moment and she came to peace with certain things and she went off on her own to go follow her dream of journalism, they had broken up by that time, and they met in a coffee shop and they had a good back and forth, and it was insinuated that they moved forward and got back together. But I guess in this new sequel, it didn't work out. And maybe they just were two different people. Maybe after all that she'd gone through, she had changed so much that there was no going back. And I don't mean that in like a bad way. Just like, evolving and changing. And maybe they just couldn't make it work. I wonder if they're going to address that or just gloss over it in the new film. I don't know. We'll see. So in the movie, Anne Hathaway's character, whose name is Andy, is dealing with Meryl Streep as her boss. Meryl Streep plays Miranda Priestley, who was like...
Take a chance. Hire the smart fat girl.
She was a lot. And let me tell you, Meryl Streep played this role so perfectly, so wonderfully, so beautifully. Chef's kiss. No notes. But she was terror. She had such high demands and standards. She wore her out.
Please, it's just, I don't know, drizzling.
And what's funny is to imagine what the sequel is for that. Like, how do you come back from that? Because they left on good terms, right? And she got a new job. So I wonder how we're going to bring that back. As of right now, the movie synopsis says Miranda Priestley is going to deal with print magazines struggling, which is really happening. Her other former assistant, Emily, is now a powerful advertising executive that works with Runway. And I'm guessing that Andy must come and help, whatever that looks like. Maybe rejuvenate the magazine or whatever that looks like. I have no idea. But what's even more funnier about this movie is the premise with which it was originally based on. So there was a book that was written that this movie was based on, Devil Wears Prada, but that book, which was written by Lauren Weisberger, who got her inspiration for the book after working as an assistant to the editor-in-chief Anna Wintour at Vogue. Now she claims that the character of Miranda Priestley is loosely, barely even based off Anna. Like, as not really a lot. However, when I start looking into it, the director, David Frankel, said that when he was reaching out to people in the fashion industry to make sure that he gets, certain portrayals correctly and how things work, that there were designers who had no problem reading the script and giving him notes, but in secret because they were afraid of Anna, and even getting clothes, wardrobe for the movie was hard because no one wanted to piss off Anna. And filming, he couldn't even film at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which is where the Fashion Week is usually held, because people were afraid of pissing off Anna. And what's funny is the movie premiered in 2006. Anna, along with her boyfriend at the time, her daughter B, got an exclusive, preview. They got to watch it like a week before or a couple weeks before. And at one point during the movie, her daughter B turned to her and said, "Mom, they really got you." So Lauren can claim all she wants how it's not really based too much off of Anna, but it sounds like it's based a lot off of Anna. The portrayal of Anna that Meryl Streep did, Meryl Streep says that she drew from her experiences with director Clint Eastwood and Mike Nichols, saying that Clint Eastwood never raised his voice when he was directing. And that's kind of what she did. And I realized that as soon as she said that, I thought about that. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Miranda Priestley, she never yells. She talks regular or softly, very direct, very cold, which is, I feel, scarier.
Where are the belts for this dress? Why is no one ready?
And when Anna went to her special preview, guess what she wore? Prada. You guys find that funny? I find that hilarious. Going back to the sequel and how it's evolving, the interesting thing about the first one was that dynamic between boss and assistant with Anne Hathaway and Meryl Streep, and how Meryl Streep just kept, raising the bar, expecting more and more and more. And to her surprise, Anne Hathaway's character, Andy, kept rising to the occasion. She kept going above and beyond and surprising her, which really she probably got closer behind the layers than anybody else had to Miranda Priestley. I don't see her going back to work for her in the sequel. But if Andy is a successful journalist now, and you got Emily Blunt, who her character is now like an executive, I don't think either one of them is now answering to Miranda Priestley. The change in dynamic is going to be very interesting. And will Miranda be able to, I don't know, is her delivery going to be the same? Is she going to still treat them like underlings? Or is there going to be a different level of respect there? The Devil Wears Prada is one of my sister and I's favorite movies. Like, we love this movie. It's so good. There's so many quotable quotes in it. So many.
No, I'm so sorry, Miranda. I actually did confirm last
Tales
night.
of your incompetence do not interest me.
And let me tell you, the hairstyle, the wig, whatever they got on Meryl Streep for this movie, oh, they killed it. They killed it so, just made me want to rock white hair. That's how good it looked. So I'm looking forward to seeing the hairstyles, the fashion, the clothes. I'm not much of a fashion person. I'm really not. I'm basically a tomboy. I love jeans and t-shirts and pants. But it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate, you know what I'm saying? Before and afters, makeovers, clothes. I like seeing it. I just don't like wearing it. Let's take a quick look at a promo snippet on Instagram for the movie.
By all means, move at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me.
Can you please spell Gabbana?
You must be sick. I'm wearing Valentino for crying out loud.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Andrea. Everybody wants this. That's all.
Did y'all see them pumps? The little fork tail on the... Okay. This is... Oh, my goodness. Right now, they're capturing the spirit of the first one. So this is feeling fun. It's feeling light. I'm on board. I'm definitely on board. What about you guys? Let me know how you feel about this in the comments. Are you going to watch this? I definitely am. It's not even a question. And are you kind of bummed to know that the boyfriend isn't returning? Or are you like, how are you feeling? There was already controversy around his character. Like, what I'm saying is, people now going back and looking at that movie like, what was Nate's problem? How was he so upset that she was excelling at work? That's a whole different conversation that I'm not going to get into right now. Maybe another day. All right, guys. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can always update what's going on. Many thanks to my top tier Patreon members, Von Crit and Thelma. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. If you guys are looking to support me, head over to my Patreon, NXG Global Productions, where I post behind the scenes, more exclusive content, tips, tricks, and things that I'm working on. I'm building a community and would love to have you guys be a part. Check you guys in the next video. Bye.